One vampire flick I don't often hear people talk about that much is 30 Days of Night. I think this one tends to fly under the radar, seeing as how it came out just before the whole Twilight craze first began, so it would make sense how nearly a decade can phase out this movie's effect on moviegoers. This film takes place in the northernmost town in Alaska, which experiences a natural phenomenon every year in which there are 30 days of night because of the sun's lack of exposure to the Earth's spin. This actually happens in northern parts of the world, so it's a good idea for how to let the movie unfold as it does. Naturally, with no sun for 30 days, a troop of vampires have made their way into this town, and they begin to terrorize this remote little community. That's pretty much it. I have to be honest, there's really not much to say about the whole plot here. Most other vampire movies that I've mentioned so far have had some more depth to them, or some underlying theme, but here it's just a straightforward, gory chiller. So with that said, is the movie any good? Well, let's go over a few things. For one, I really like the setting here. The deserted, brisk Alaska town. I think it's a great setting, and a little uncharacteristic for a vampire film, which makes it all the more interesting. The isolated feeling of this frozen town in the middle of nowhere gives off a similar vibe as the research base from The Thing. Again, that feeling of isolation and hopelessness really adds to the movie, giving the viewer an unsettling feeling without having to really see any monsters. The characters, however, are one of the problems with this movie. They're boring, they're lame, and they're uninteresting. Simple as that. But how about the vampires? They've got to be good, right? Well, they're okay. I do like how brutal and relentless they are. They don't hold back one bit. But honestly, the vampire leader sucks. All he does is speak emphatically, and what I mean by that is he doesn't give one straight, direct line. Everything is some kind of allusion to existence, or death, or some kind of poetic grandeur. I think Frost from Blade is the perfect kind of villain, even for a movie like this. He just had so much class and elegance to him, and was a little more informal, and I think he made for the best vampire villain of recent memory. Overall, 30 Days of Night doesn't try to be anything other than what it is, a bloody, violent vampire flick. If you're looking for a straightforward vampire movie with a great setting to lure you in, this is one for you to sink your teeth into.